Hello everyone, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. So if you know anything about me, you'll know that I'm obsessed with lip balm. And if you have yet to look at what's in my zero waste bag video, you can check it out up here. But across 3 of my bags, I probably found like at least 6 lip balms. We're talking about some eco-friendly-ish lip balms. So what does it mean to be an eco-friendly lip balm? My personal definition would be eco-friendly ingredients, small business, eco-friendly packaging. And of course, those matter for the eco aspect, but for me also, the 4th criteria is, does it work? So let's get into it. The first eco lip balm I have ever tried was Ethique. I tried this, oh gosh, maybe 2021, even 2022. It's been a couple years since I tried this. When I was scripting for that video, I was like, oh my gosh, this is truly the first eco-friendly lip balm I have ever tried. And good news, I love it. So it does come in paper. As you can see, it's kind of oily. Maybe the camera's not picking it up, but I can really see it in real life how oily this paper is. So it is a couple years old. If you use it quick, it won't be any problem. But yes, it is paper, so it is fully recyclable or compostable, though because how oily it is, I would feel more comfortable composting this personally. You theoretically can recycle greasy cardboard. Just in case that they won't accept it for recycling, I would just prefer to compost it if possible. So it's totally plastic free. They're also vegan, certified palm oil free, which is important. You can learn more about palm oil in this video. And I believe they're still like founder owned, a small business. They're not like publicly traded or anything. Those are my pros to this lip balm. The cons, I prefer their other flavors. This is cocoa and it literally is like chocolatey. It's a little on the hard side. So like if you're in a really cold climate, this probably doesn't work for you. And I think my biggest con is this is how you push it up. You're supposed to just use your finger and push it up like an ice cream pop. My finger doesn't fit in there and I don't really have big fingers. So I have to use my pinky, but then my pinky is getting too short where I can't really push it up. And it also takes a lot of effort. So it kind of hurts my finger to push up. Oh, and then it's hard to push it back down. You push it up too much. It's like it's like ruining it. Oh, yep. Well, you got that live on action. It just got stuck up there. So don't push it up too far. I guess that's the end of my tube. I don't love the design of this tube. Is it eco-friendly? Very. Does it work? It works really well. On a scale of like 1 to 10, how well do I like to use this one? I'm gonna say like a 7. If it was in a better tube, it would probably be like an 8 or a 9. It's very, very luscious, but this tube, it just really isn't cutting it for me. I can't rank it too highly, but I also can't rank it too lowly because it really does work and it really is eco-friendly. The next eco-friendly lip balm that I tried is Tahoe Hemp Company. And if you're like, what the heck, this is not eco-friendly because it is in plastic, which is why, again, I can't give this perfect marks either just because it's not the most eco-friendly packaging. These little doodads usually aren't recyclable. Always check your local rules. But it is a small business. It is eco-friendly ingredients. And the most important thing I love about this one, it is the best lip balm I have ever used. It's so soft. It's so luscious. It's also made in the USA. It says proudly sourced with global ingredients, so it is a lot of shipping to acquire these ingredients apparently. It's also SPF 15, which I didn't know about till right this second, so that's really nice as well, so that you don't have to have a separate SPF lip balm and a regular lip balm. This does not get too hard in cold climates. It does melt a little bit when it gets hot. Wow, yeah, I discovered this when we went to Lake Tahoe 2 years ago, and I'm going in 1 week as of filming this. I'm gonna stock up on these because at the end of the day, I am going to use this until it's totally empty. As opposed to some of these other ones that are eco-friendly, I don't enjoy using them, so it's going to waste my money and waste the product if I don't use it all the way. So it's not the most eco-friendly, but I'm going to enjoy using it 100% of the time, and I'm going to use it until it's totally empty. That's a part of zero waste I don't think we talk about enough, is that even if it's not the most eco-friendly thing, if you enjoy using it and you're going to use all of it, that's still eco-friendly, as opposed to buying something that is like 100% perfectly eco, but you don't enjoy it, you're probably not going to use it, and then it's going to go to waste. So this is my absolute favorite to use, but like as a total ranking, I'm going to give it like a 9.5. Taking off only 0.5 for the packaging might be a little lenient. I might be a little biased because I love this one so much. So to keep it consistent, this next one also comes in plastic. We're only going to take off 0.5 for its packaging as well. So that way, I might be biased, but I'm going to continue my bias to the rest of these brands. Okay, this next one I tried is Earth Elements, and I got this in Ohio. I had to go to Columbus one day. My sister forgot her car key in my car, and I lived at that time an hour and a half away. So I had to drive to Columbus, which was annoying. But anyway, I was like, I'm gonna make the day out of it. I'm gonna go rock climbing. I'm gonna go get a snack. And then I found this little zero waste store, so I went and checked it out. They do a lot of other products that come in fully recyclable, reusable, and I think they also refill their packaging. They also do soaps and other stuff package free, and it's all made with eco-friendly ingredients. But that's honestly about all the things that I can say about this lip balm that I like. It's very hard. First ingredient, coconut oil and beeswax. Beeswax is another one that it's very hydrating, not vegan if you're looking for vegan, but it gets so hard. And now that I'm living in northern Minnesota, this stays hard basically all year long, and it just makes it unpleasant to use when it doesn't melt on my lips. When it does melt on my lips though, it is very soft. I love and I truly love that this was local to me. I didn't have to like buy it online. It was made right there in Columbus. I picked it up from their store. That's probably probably my favorite aspect of this brand, but can't say I'm like dying to use this one. I don't like reach for it all the time. I use it when I have to, and I use it and I'm just like, okay, this is fine. And not like, I have to use this because I bought it. I don't want it to go to waste. So I'm kind of in the middle about this one. So packaging, I don't really like using it. I'm going to rate it lower than Ethique. I think I'll give this one a 6 out of 10. All right, we have another one in paper. This is Sulu. They reached out to me this spring and wanted to work together. So this is why I tried this one. The short answer, no, I don't like this one. I like aspects of this one. It's paper. I like the little cap, and I like that I can fit my finger in here to push it up. But yeah, it pushes up very difficultly, and it's hard to push it back if you push it up too far. So overall, I'm just not really a big fan of these paper tubes. Obviously, they're environmentally friendly. They can be composted or recycled. They're really hard to push up and push down. I don't think they're very accessible. That aspect, or also just they're not very pleasant. My least favorite part about this one, as I'm sure you've been able to gauge by now, is it is just too hard. Let's see what the ingredients are here. Sunflower oil, candelilla, coconut oil. Yeah, it just has a lot of hard oils and waxes in here. And again, being up here, it's better today because like we're in nearly mid-July and it's finally warming up. But like all spring, I couldn't use it. Even indoors, even where we kept it warmer, it was hard to take this like in my bag to work or hiking because I was hiking and being outside in the cold and it just wouldn't work. I like their flavors. I like that they're cruelty-free and vegan. I like their packaging. They're a truly small business, but it just doesn't really work as a lip balm. When it is a little softer, it is hydrating and moisturizing. Again, like it's warm now. We're up into the 80 degrees and it's still too hard to apply to my lips. So, I think I'll just honestly tie it with Earth Elements. They're very similar. The only difference is their packaging, but then again, each packaging also has their cons. So we'll put these both at a 6 out of 10. Our last one in a tube is Yay for Earth, and this was a highly anticipated one for me to try. I love Yay for Earth. I followed Stevie for years, and I finally gave it a try this year. Both her lotion and the lip balm. I think there's 3 different flavors of lip balms. I went with woods because I love trees, and this has, oh gosh, Douglas fir in it? And I was like, I've never seen something like that. So let's give it a whirl. This is probably my favorite one in paper. Rather, this is my favorite paper packaging. It's moisturizing, it's hydrating, and this one raises up so much easier than the other two. Let's see how it raises down. Raises down, lowers. And it lowers really easily too without making a mess and ruining it. So I think this one's got the best packaging, I guess, period. I was gonna say the best paper packaging, but best packaging, period, because it's still recyclable or compostable. Beeswax isn't until ingredient number 5, so it's not as hard as some of these other ones, but it still holds its shape. It's very moisturizing. There's a ton of oils in here. And I like the Douglas fir to an extent, but I think it's a little too strong, and that's probably just a personal preference, so I'm not gonna mark it for that. Just know that the fir oil in here, pretty strong. I've also had this one while we had some cold spells in the summer. Even when it got cold again, this still remained moisturizing. It didn't feel like I had to like really rub it onto my lips like some of these other ones. So overall, I really enjoyed this one. I don't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I had really, really high hopes, but it's still good. I still reach for it. I keep a couple of these in the same bowl, and this is typically the one that I grab. So I'm gonna give this one like an 8 out of 10. Slightly better than Ethique, just due to packaging. So those are my favorites. These two are my least favorites, Sulu and Earth Elements, at a 6 out of 10. They're just okay. They're not bad, but they're not good either. After that is Ethique, closely followed by Yay for Earth. They're very similar. I think I prefer this one like moisturizing wise, flavor wise, but I prefer this one packaging wise. I'm curious to see how these two do over time because I haven't had them nearly as long as the Ethique one. Like, I can feel the oil in this one. This one's so oily. And then my favorite, this might be a hot take as an environmentalist, is Tahoe Hemp Company. Because yes, it comes in plastic. And again, I think that obviously plastic isn't great. We should avoid it as much as possible. But at the end of the day, buy stuff that you're actually going to use, even if it's not the most eco-friendly. Again, it's still made in the US. It's a small business. I picked it up right there in the store when I buy it. It is a lip balm that I'm going to use in its entirety. I know that for a fact because it's so good. It's so hydrating. The flavors are nice. They're mellow. Absolutely love this one. And then just a little sneak peek into the next review video that I'm going to be doing in 2 weeks. We also have the Yay for Earth lotion and the Everything Balm from Eco Roots. Putting these both into my moisturizer review and not the lip balm review. But both of these can be used as lip balms. They are literally just oils in jars. I like that it is a big amount if you just want to keep this in your home and use it to apply to your lips when you're at home. Not so much like a travel lip balm, but again, they are literally very similar to these. Instead of containing stuff like beeswax, it's just oils. They're very hydrating. Love the packaging. Honestly, those are like the same jar. I think they're the same exact jar. And I love both of these businesses. One last thing I'll leave you with, again, as always, is to use what you have. For me, these are the only eco lip balms I have ever purchased. Ever. I've been using what I had. When I was in high school, I was obsessed with chapstick brand birthday cakes, so I bought like 10 of them. Still have some. Still using them. Should I still be using them if they're 10 years old? Maybe, maybe not. I have them. They're still hydrating my lips. I particularly like those that I can throw into my hiking bag or in the car, you know, in case it gets lost or in case it gets gross or melted or ruined. I'm not ruining a fancy one. I'm ruining an old cheap one, but I'm working through what I have. I only really bought these to review for the channel. Other than this one, this is the love of my life now. If you are also a chapstick hoarder, a lip balm hoarder, you already have a whole bunch at home, use what you have. Come back to this video in a couple months or years whenever you finish your old lip balms and then purchase one of these sustainable brands. I get comments like this a lot, usually just from trolls. I don't think they're from followers. I hope not. Saying that like, how dare you be talking about products? We shouldn't be buying stuff. You're a sellout, blah, blah, blah. This video is free. None of these brands are paying me, and I think the only one I got sent to me for, I got 2 of them sent to me for free. The rest of them I bought for myself with my own money. And they were sent to me for prior collaborations. Anyway, I don't make these videos because I'm trying to make everybody buy an Ethique lip balm through my affiliate link and I can make $1 million. That's not gonna happen. And 2, I make these videos for educational purposes. To talk about things like different aspects of zero waste and how, you know, I consider all of these to be low waste, even though none of them are perfect, as well as when you run out and you need a new lip balm, this is a great place to start your research. But again, you can also go do your own research on Google, just type in zero waste lip balms and see what you find. But I know a lot of people don't like to do that. They like to listen to my reviews, my opinions, my research. Please don't feel the need to buy anything that I recommend right at the drop of a hat. Take some time to think about them. Don't impulse buy just because I suggest something, because I know plenty of people who love some of these lip balms that I don't love. So take this with a grain of salt, continue your own research. And if you do ever want to shop any of these brands, I would really appreciate if you did use my affiliate link. It costs nothing else to you, but I get a small commission, usually 5 to 10%. So we're talking like $1 or $2 for every purchase, but it does add up. So if you would use my affiliate links when you purchase these, if you need them and if you want them. If you do want to support me financially, I guess we'll do some more self plugs. I do still have Patreon and YouTube memberships. You can subscribe over there. You can get some bonus content, some behind the scenes. We get to chit chat more. So there are other ways to support me monetarily instead of buying physical stuff. As always, thank you so much for watching this video and all of my videos. I really appreciate your support. I'll see you then, but until then, remember that your small actions make a big difference in the long run. Bye guys. See how many times I do that this video. There's a bear and Mochi refuses to not be outside, so I have to watch her like a hawk and hope that the bear is scared of me. Anyway, oh my gosh, consistent. So to keep it consistent,